Legendary hero armor. Let's see the other account that I have. This is the main account, by the way. So you see that has been the strongest overall. I'm not saying that I have any competition here whatsoever, because the second place player just quit 1 week ago. And no one else is near me. At the same time, if you see some other game modes, for example, Glory Arena, there you can see that there are some other players who are stronger. Now you cannot really see much, but one of their teams is like 10.5 million in 257, while in my case, not here, but here in the defense, in my case, to get 10.5, well, actually I'm like on par with one of his teams. But you see that there is healthy competition. Yeah, unfortunately there is this new game mode that happens to interfere. So I haven't done much on this account to optimize this defense. Maybe that's one reason why I was a bit weaker. But anyway, I have to do the optimization before talking about Legendary Hero Armor, these two units, because otherwise I cannot exit this place. So that's fine. We'll move this unit back. We'll move this unit out. And this unit here. You see, I have a bit more units. Okay, so not a big deal. Okay, what about this one? We should be fine, that's my weak team. Okay, I'm saving formation, all fine. So you see that I have some competition. So at this stage, I already got one Legendary Hero Armor piece that you can see in my artifact, like this week, and I got some even before. So I started collecting Legendary Hero Armor a bit before. So I have one, and unfortunately I have two of this cold, because I got unlucky. At the same time, it's time to get another piece. So sure enough, I was spending minimum after Monday or Tuesday. So, you know, until Wednesday there is this event that you can see, the sailing log. Every single week it's a different event, but it's based on a faction. So here, this time it's Cove. Next time it's gonna be something else. So I spent like 10 Astro Silver in total. So right now I'm 89 away from a premium orange artifact. However, I've just topped up. Actually, it's not a top up, it's an activation of the contract, astrological contract. I just activated it. It was a funny activation actually, because after the activation it says payment was successful. It's a $10 thing or €12 because we have value added tax, you know. And afterwards the activation didn't happen in the user interface, so I had to log out and log back in on my phone, because I'm not gonna do purchases on this computer in the simulator. So I logged out, logged back in on a phone dedicated for these payments, and then the activation happened. So if it didn't get activated, just log out, log back in, and it will work. What is the value of this contract? Let's see. Present value. I'm talking about present value. It's not that easy to calculate, because we have to assume that the value of 5 Astro Silver is 880 diamonds. At the same time, this contract decreases the value of Astro Silver, because now we get 11 divided by 10 times more. At the same time, again, we have to calculate with the old present value. The old present value meaning that back when we created it, or when we purchased it, we didn't have this total, this cumulative total available for us. So this means that I still calculate with 880 diamonds per 5 Astro Silver. And we're currently getting 71. So present value wise, 71 divided by 5 times 880 is 12,496 diamonds. 12.5k already. But we also get 10 Astro Silver for free on top. So it's not 71 but 81. This gives a value of 14,000 something. I calculated it in a bad way, so let me calculate it again. 14,256. But we also get 680 diamonds. So with our diamonds total it's getting up. So the final present value is 14,936. Plus don't forget that every single time you do a purchase, there is one Pandora's box activation. That can result in something. So this time we got an artifact. It has some value, well, I'm not sure, like 600 essence. Yeah, 1,500 diamonds, let's put it this way. 1,000 to 1,500 diamonds, I would evaluate it this way, but it's not the thing that I'm collecting. Anyway, we got 14,936 as present value. But the ultimate value at infinity is infinite, because if you think about it, every single time you spend Astro Silver, you get more Astro Silver. So obviously, this helps immensely. So now, let's go to the astrologer and let's see what we can do. We're selecting legendary hero armor as usual. And we'll see if we get lucky or we don't get lucky. So now I have 78 Astro Silver to spend. 20. Fine. 20 more. And you get all these. So right now I'm leveling up this bard. Traveler's bard. 60. One more. Amazing. Now I cannot spend 20, be careful. Because if I spend 20 it's based on diamonds, and in fact it allows diamond spend. But as soon as you press this, we got the cumulative total added. There is no point in hoarding it, you just get the Astro Silver. No one will raid your Astro Silver. So now we can get 20. Amazing. And we're 9 away from the artifact. 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more. And we're so unlucky that we got this aura of purity level 2'd. Anyway, we'll get this level 5'd sooner or later, so I'm not worrying that much. But this is unfortunately the random element, that we're not that lucky with this artifact, you see. Sure, we can level it up, not a problem. So see, we got 10k extra plus some stats. Hero attack, unit attack, these are helpful. This is not what I wanted, but sooner or later we'll get the other 4. That's what we're looking for. I'm not gonna purchase this item. Where is it? The icebreaker pack. I'm not even sure if it happens today. Do we have icebreakers? Yeah, we have icebreaker packs. You have one chance to purchase an icebreaker pack for every single artifact, and I think there is one for the legendary hero armor. Yeah, there you go. 48 euros, which is like $40, I guess. And you get all 6. Now, I have no idea why VIP 10s, VIP 12s, these high VIP players don't purchase this, because they spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on everything. They spend like $100 on heroes. They spend a lot more, and they don't know that they could just get this icebreaker pack and they're unbeatable basically. Until someone knows it, and then everyone will purchase it, obviously. So this icebreaker pack is not bad value actually in terms of spending if you have that budget allocated on this game. I don't. So for my spend, it was like growth fund 2, some VIPs. This is almost a year old account, by the way. So a bit less than 50 weeks, but almost a year old account. So I spent on these things and the contracts. And by accident, I misunderstood what this weekly Holy Emblem card gives us. It's a horrible deal from my perspective, but once I tried it out, because I had no idea what it was, and this is not something I would recommend. So, you know, this is like a subscription service, and I value this game like $10 a month, maybe. And in this case, or 12 euros. And in this case, this month I happened to get this advantage. By the way, I was not paying anything on this account for like months. 3 months or 4 months or so. When I activated Growth Fund 2, that's when I raised to rank number 1. So that's why I'm not spending on other accounts, and that's why I'm considering quitting the VIP 4 account that I have in 289 as soon as I get to first place, because this account is stronger even though competition is less. Sooner or later I'll get competition anyway, and I'm nowhere near done because there are so many combinations. Now at the moment we have 69 extra Astro Silver. We're quite far from the next wave. And yes, we can purchase a few Astro Silver here and there. Yes, we can activate, for example, a monthly VIP card to speed things up. But I know already that next week there is not gonna be a legendary hero armor, so for this reason, my objective is to spend the absolute minimum necessary and just coast. And after coasting, I will spend as many Astro Silver as possible on legendary hero armor. It's a long game because you see that, for example, on this account, luck-wise, we have some issues because we got the wrong components. At the same time, with the extra activation of the contract for Astro Silver, this is gonna be 10% faster. I'm not worrying at all about this armor. My objective is to collect it until the server merge, because there is gonna be a server merge happening sooner or later, and I'm not gonna be that strong anymore. Obviously, when there is no competition, people tend to slack off. However, we got this traveling bard, so damage boost, you can get it to level 2, at least that's an advantage. And I think I can still purchase these crystals, so casting crystals, so I will get it to level 2 at least. So that helps, that at least helps. Even if you're unlucky, you can collect so many different things. In fact, you know what, I could already do it now, live. So, where are casting crystals? I just need 2 at the moment. And I don't need to purchase anything. Here are casting crystals. Well, I could buy all 10. Okay, 1 problem less. So, traveling bard. Here it is. Upgrade. Done. So now we're level 2. And the other components are level 3. Fine. Extra damage. It helps a bit, not that much. We got this one as well because of the Pandora's box. Not as if we were using it, because I'm using Sword of Frost. So this one is not being allocated anywhere. Sword of Frost level 3. So that's why my cornucopia is suffering, because I was trying to get to level 4 with this. In fact, I'm only 1 artifact away from level 4. But whether you get this or cornucopia, I would say cornucopia, because it gives you long-term benefits. So cornucopia level 4, level 5, that helps. So altogether, that's the idea about the legendary hero armor. Whenever there is something new in the game, just get it. It's that easy, because oftentimes what they do is that business model is quite smart. So they incentivize you to purchase stuff first of all, that icebreaker pack and the astrological contract, obviously, if you haven't done so. Now, I would have done this anyway sooner or later, because this is a resource worth using, but this obviously incentivizes people to spend, right? And that's why that artifact has to be stronger than the other artifacts, either initially or even in the long run. And the same holds for heroes. Now, unfortunately, we're gonna stay at a disadvantage because no one will get me to purchase these heroes. I always forget where the heroes are. It's not here because these are the artifact pieces, but there is some hero purchase option somewhere. And it would not get me to purchase a hero like this way. So that's the idea. That's how you level up. And with this legendary hero armor, once you get it to 6 stars, obviously you will get way ahead in game modes where other servers are present as well. One of these game modes, okay, I wasn't paying much attention to it, is a cross-server Clash of Gods. I wasn't even in the top 64. That is kind of worrying. You see these players, like a 265 server player was winning, and I wasn't. There is a VIP guild. What does a VIP guild mean? That you need to have some sort of a VIP level to be part of it. That's weird. So you see, these other servers are gonna be quite strong. I'm not saying that I want to like necessarily compete with all of them, because I have my limits also in terms of spending. I just don't find it sane to spend a lot. But at the same time, I know this player, 10th place. We can visit him maybe in the next video, because I have an experimental account there that I'm not using. So I know how strong he is. In fact, I meet him quite often, because in 267 there is the Glory Arena where he oftentimes shows up. Even now he's first, I think. Not here, but in the other server. So that's what we're gonna explore in the next video. And now we're just waiting for next Wednesday to pull the Covenants with this account again as well. So I have Covenant pool in EU267, I have Covenant pool here, and I pulled Covenants last time on 289. Interesting times ahead.